What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we are going to be taking a look at all of the wrestling figure reveals and news from this week. So stay tuned. All right, Fig fam. So some weeks, like last week, we have so much content that we have to report on, reveal, and talk news that we have to make multiple videos. But this week, it is a one video week. However, I think the things that we saw have some good quality to them. And that's the old adage, right? Quality over quantity. So let's see how you feel after this. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below your favorite thing that you see that we show off. And we're going to start off with the independent stuff, nice and small, as we always do, and we build big, right? Starting off, we have Luni. This is a company that we've been talking about quite a bit lately. Luni.com, new on the scene in the independent world, was very skeptical at first, but people appear to be getting all of their stuff, and a lot of people seem to be happy with it. Personally, it doesn't seem to be about my taste, but they showed off their Wrestling Everest series. Now, they have some very interesting names for their wrestling figure lines, but Everest is essentially a 12-inch line. Limited edition, apparently. Doesn't say how limited, but these will be available March 1st, 2025, and it'll be $70 plus shipping because it is a large figure. And it is none other than the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And here you can see he's got those Hulk Hogan yellow trunks and boots on with the stars on the sides, the red knee pads. He will go really well with a Hulk Hogan, but I don't know if they'll make one. They did show this off alongside the Hasbro talking figure, and I do not think that they go well together personally, but still very cool. This Macho Man, I got to be honest, I kind of want it. It appears to have only articulation at the waist, the same head as the LJN and original Luni, but obviously a new pose and new gear. So very, very cool. $70 plus shipping. If this is up your alley and you're a Macho Man fan like my man Fig Vault, shout out to Fig Vault on Instagram, I think you got to get this. I'm on the fence. I love big figs though, so I might have to pick this up, especially depending on what the packaging looks like. But something tells me it's not going to be in favor of my taste. But again, if you're into this, Luni.com, pick it up now. Next up, TRT, Title Run Toys. They showed off a mock-up of what their figures will look like on card. And here we have Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff from Series 1. Very cool. They have the typical Hasbro layout, right? The cut corner, the outlines. They have their TRT logo right up there. A nice shot of Mr. Orndorff. The action pose burst that says Devastating Driver. Very, very cool. I'm still not a huge fan of this Orndorff figure. I'm hoping that, in production, it looks a little bit better or they change up some things. But here is the back of the card. Again, grayscale, just like original Hasbro's were. Shows off the whole series. Danny Davis, Wrath, Ernest the Cat Miller, Juventud Guerrera. Has a couple little credits. Has the design art, which I always love when companies do that. Hastel, ZST. And then it has a little bio card. 6 foot, 252, Tampa, Florida. All that stuff. Very, very cool, but really what we all expected, right, from a retro company, since that's what everybody pretty much has done thus far. Speaking of retro companies, WrestleFeds on Instagram showed off a mock-up of their upcoming British Bulldog version 2. This is the 1992 version. And you can see it's got split tights. We got the white leg on one side with the Bulldog down it, British on the waistband, and then the Union Jack on the left leg. We've got those gauntlets with the Union Jack, has a folded up flag cape right behind him, which is pretty cool if they're doing it that way. I'm curious how it's going to work with adhesive. Wondering if they're going to have to package that elsewhere. Has the signature, great likeness. Love the beads and the braids. I got to be honest. I really didn't have getting more British Bulldogs on my bingo card for the year 2025, but these WrestleFed ones are really, really tempting me. And man, they really nailed that Hasbro carding. Everybody's going for the Hasbro carding, right? But they nailed the colors, right? Got the red on the one side, blue on the other, and then the white starburst right down the middle. Easier said than done to make this look exactly like the Hasbro company, but they did a pretty good job. I mean, everybody's come close, but I would say this is the closest to the colors and layouts. So shout out to WrestleFeds. Speaking of retros, FC Toys showed off official images of Steph DeLander. I really like the original images. I don't know if this is the angle that makes this look a little odd, but man, like the hips are huge. The quads are huge. The waist, very, very tiny. It just doesn't seem realistic for actual Steph. I love the colors. I love the gear. The head, it looked better in that close-up that they did. It's got the blonde bangs, all the cuts in the eyebrows, the tattoo, the piercings. I mean, there's a lot going on, right? I got to be honest. I think I have to pick this up, but I really hope it looks a little bit different. It's really like the waist down that's kind of throwing me off. But I think everything else, like the whole atmosphere of it, is very, very cool. We also saw Manser. Very cool, man. Look at those boots close up. He's got the tattoo on the left. He's got the eye poke on the right. The bandana is like just hanging there with all the creases in it. Looks legit. I mean, this is awesome. Awesome figure. And here's the carding for it. We got SDL right here, green card, and green card Manser, which is awesome. I mean, this set might be FC's best set. Scotty 2 Hottie. We've got Evil Crush, Mance Warner, and SDL, and all 4 figures just look incredible, man. And they also revealed that in an upcoming Wrestle Something Wrestlers line, they're going to have retro Hardys. And I'm not talking about the BCW, so stay tuned for that. They did not show any images, but in their newsletter, they dropped a little line at the bottom that gave away that little hint. So very, very cool to see that Hardys are getting more figures in 2025, and we're going to be talking about some Hardys in a little bit. But staying on the tag team realm, ZST on the 17th, I believe that is Monday, these Heels and Faces, Public Enemy, are going to go live, as well as another figure that has not been announced, not shown, he said. So very curious to see what that is. But this 2-pack is pretty awesome. I love all the colors. First ever Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge in figure form. They got the Nitro Street Rod, but man, this is different. So I got to get this. This is a must get for me. This is probably my favorite thing that we saw, and I'm very, very excited to get these figures. But also on the retro train, my man Mitch showed off that he is going to be putting out a limited edition figure of himself. Mitch the Hustle Man in the pink suit. It's going to have deco on the back, the pink tie, black shirt. He's got the mic and a great likeness on that head sculpt. So shout out to Mitch, man. Love everything he's doing, and he's really betting on himself with all this. So Hastel Toy will have a Hustle Man figure coming very, very soon. Also coming soon to the Regium series is Henry O. Godwin, and these are in production. I have seen some far along images, and they look great, but here is a little teaser of a sample unpainted prototype head of Henry O. Godwin that is going to go on his Elite style figure Regium, so it will go along with modern day figures. Very excited to see this all unravel. So also coming from Grapplers and Gimmicks, stay tuned to HastelToy.com. And then AEW showed off their upcoming Mini Mates that will be going for pre-order very, very soon. I will be posting the link on social media when that happens. But this 4-pack is going to have MJF. Yes, that's MJF. The Wolf. We've got Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and Timeless Tony Storm. Some of these are a little outdated, these figures, but that is okay. I'm glad to see that Mini Mates is still continuing. I have every AEW Mini Mate so far, so you know I got to pick up this set. Ever since they put out the ring, I really love these figures. I think that really tied it all together. So I really hope that we get more series from these, but I do not know. Funny thing is that this series was actually supposed to be Darby Allin, I believe Sting, Daniel Bryan, and Ric Flair, but then it got replaced with these 4. So we shall see what happens. And also coming from AEW / Ring of Honor, Jazzwares Vault, our friends at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast showed off this early sample of the upcoming Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy 2-pack. Jazzwares Vault exclusive, complete with the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, interchangeable hands, entrance jackets, new head sculpts that look excellent, and it is limited to 3,000. Check out that Jeff head with all of the face paint. I believe that this Mad Head is the same that we got in the original Unrivaled line, but I would have to compare it side by side. But dude, these are epic, and I cannot wait to add this to the collection. So stay tuned to social media for when this is going to go live on Jazzware's Vault. And we also saw a new LJN prototype, and this came from somebody who works at LJN. They showed off this resin prototype Liz in lingerie. Very, very odd that of all the different versions of Liz that they did in the factory to, lingerie, nude. I can't imagine that Macho Man Randy Savage would have been very happy to find out about these, but yep, they're out there. And also, guys, make sure you mark your calendars for Mattel Creations Revealed coming Thursday, March 6th, 2025. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. So stay tuned to this channel for more on that. But they showed off some teasers of some things we might see. Like they showed this of Braun Breaker getting scanned at the Mattel Design Center, as well as Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso, with a scan. So could these be little samples of things we're going to get down the line? I don't know. Could it just be a little teaser? We shall see. But I am hoping that we find out about some new Coliseum collections, some new retros, and hopefully a new crowdfund. But I'm not so sure yet. Stay tuned, because trust me, if you enjoy the channel, you're not going to want to miss it. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fig Heel. Twitter is at The Fig Heel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to heelbooks.com and make sure you join Whatnot at whatheel.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining us. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.